We begin in 2102, 25 years after the Great War, a nuclear war that devastated Earth, with the Vault Dweller, a resident of Vault 76, one of the fallout shelters built to house some of America's best and brightest minds in West Virginia, USA, a region also referred to as Appalachia. She exits the Vault on Reclamation Day, a part of the plan for the Vault's residents to recolonize and repopulate the world, which is now a wasteland. Shortly after emerging from the Vault, she is contacted by the Vault Overseer, who reveals that Vault 76 was tasked with a secret mission to secure an arsenal of nuclear weapons located throughout Appalachia in 3 still-functioning nuclear missile silos, Site Alpha, Site Bravo, and Site Charlie. The Vault Dweller is directed to make contact with the Responders, a faction of emergency services personnel who attempted to aid the residents of Appalachia during the war. However, she discovers that the Responders evacuated after they came under attack by entities known as the Scorched. Further investigation reveals that the Scorched are radioactively zombified humans called ghouls that have been infected by the breath of a Scorch Beast, a gigantic mutant bat-like creature that was awoken after the Great War. As the Scorched represent a threat to the wasteland both in and beyond Appalachia, the Vault Dweller decides to secure a nuclear weapon and use it to destroy the Scorch Beast nest. In order to achieve this, she begins searching the bunkers of survivalists calling themselves the Free States, who are working on a system to detect the Scorched, but were overrun by them before completing it. The Vault Dweller is able to complete their radar system, which can detect the viral signature of the Scorched, but is ineffective in its current form due to its limited range. She first attempts to boost its signal by gaining the friendship of Rose, a modified and reprogrammed Miss Nanny model robot who is controlling radio broadcast signals and trying to rebuild the local raider gangs that lived in Appalachia before being scared off by the Scorched. Afterward, the Vault Dweller investigates past research into the Scorch Beast done by the military-like organization known as the Brotherhood of Steel, as the group had attempted to track it, also with the goal of locating and destroying its nest in order to end the source of the Scorched infection. The Vault Dweller hacks into a government network and draws the attention of the Enclave, the remnants of the United States government. The Enclave are led by MODIS, the Multi-Operation Directions and Utility System, a centralized artificial intelligence located in a secure nuclear fallout bunker beneath the White Spring Resort. MODIS asks the Vault Dweller to help connect it to a series of isolated computer networks across Appalachia through the local SIGINT, or Signals Intelligence, base in order to reestablish contact with an orbital outer space platform named the Kovac Muldoon, offering to use its radar system to detect Scorch across the region in return. Once MODIS is connected, it is able to identify the Scorch Beast nest at a location called Fissure Site Prime, close to where the Brotherhood of Steel made their ultimate last resort attempt to stop the Scorch Beast threat themselves and failed. The Vault Dweller is given the option of entering any one of the 3 nuclear silos, and chooses Site Bravo, where she fights her way past countless security robots and finally launches a nuclear missile at the nest. Venturing into the now freshly irradiated area, she uncovers a laboratory at the center of the nest, which implies that the Scorch Beasts were man-made. The explosion has awakened a Scorch Beast Queen, and the Vault Dweller is forced to fight and kill her. With the Queen defeated, the Scorch Beast hive mind is broken, the threat to the wasteland beyond Appalachia is halted, and the Vault Dweller rejoins the other former residents of Vault 76 in rebuilding the wasteland. Time passes until the following year, in 2103, when people begin returning to Appalachia. They've been drawn to the region by rumors of safety and of treasure hidden somewhere in the mountains. The Vault 76 Overseer grows concerned for the newcomers' welfare as the Scorched and Scorch Beasts remain a problem within Appalachia. She instructs the surviving former residents of Vault 76 to befriend the new arrivals, while she tries to find the truth behind the rumored treasure. 2 major factions emerge among the new arrivals: the Settlers, led by a man named Paige, and the returning Raiders, led by a woman named Meg. After the Vault Dweller reunites with the Overseer, they team up to mass-produce a Scorched vaccine at the defunct Nuka-Cola plant, using the Vault Dweller's vaccinated blood, which is then distributed to the population in the form of Nuka-Cola soft drinks, after convincing both faction leaders of the severity of the threat. With the Settlers and Raiders inoculated, the Overseer and the Vault Dweller then turn their attention back to the rumors of treasure. According to the Overseer, Vault-Tec University, where she graduated from, housed a secret area where top executives would meet to discuss classified corporate information. She and the Vault Dweller travel to Vault-Tec University in Morgantown to learn more. They discover that Vault 79, so numbered for Gold's atomic number, holds the entirety of the United States gold reserve, transferred there from Fort Knox for safekeeping in the event of a nuclear war, and is extremely well protected by a series of security defenses. The Vault Dweller must choose between an alliance with the Settlers or the Raiders when venturing into Vault 79 to acquire the gold, and so chooses to ally with the Settlers. After assembling a crew, the time comes to raid the vault, where it's discovered that the human remnants of the Secret Service garrison are trapped inside a locked-down subsection. After deliberating with the agent in charge, the Vault Dweller and her crew agree to save the remaining agents in exchange for 1,000 gold bars worth of bullion, and begin the process of lifting the lockdown. After completing the process and acquiring the bars, the Vault Dweller is given the choice to divide the gold however she sees fit, by keeping it all for herself, splitting it with the settlers and raiders, or giving it all back to the Secret Service in exchange for goods. She chooses to keep half and give the other half to the settlers, while also still maintaining good relations with both the raiders and the Secret Service. The bullion's intended purpose is to reestablish a gold-backed currency across all of America, and so the Vault Dweller has taken another step towards rebuilding the stability of both Appalachia and the country.